Good evening. I thought I'd have a little chat with you while I washed up. I'm washing up. I'm going to have a simple tea tonight. I'm going to have some belly pork, which I do in the oven. Well, I grill them first and then I put them in the oven and just cook them in the oven for about 20 minutes on gas mark 4. Just keep checking them, you know me, I'm a checker. So I'm washing up, so I thought I'd just have a chat because I won't be doing a long video. So the belly pork I got from, isn't it warm today? Not that I'm complaining, but I don't think this jumper was the right attire to wear, but I put it on and I wasn't taking it off again. I think it's got warmer as the day's gone on, hasn't it? But it's beautiful, it's beautiful. It's giving me rosy cheeks, so I'm not complaining. So I'll do the belly pork with some green beans and some kale. I'll show you now. Just bear with me. Can I get another tea towel? I'll have to get another tea towel. I'll just bear with. Everything's just got a place for everything and everything in its place because the kitchen's so small. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've got these. I think you get 8, I want to say 8 or 10. I got these a while ago. They were in the freezer, and they're the maple belly pork pieces in Aldi. I think they were $3.99 for about 8 pieces. So I know some say you don't get much meat on belly pork. Can be a bit fatty, but it's a nice cut, and if you only have 2, nice and tender, aren't they? So if you only have 2, you're fine, aren't you? You allow some fat in your life. And then my lovely trusty kale, what I always have, I'm going to have some of that. I'll show you them after. And then some green beans. Now, if you're doing the shopping list, these are in addition to the shopping list. I went out today and I got, let me just get my little trusty chair, conserve my energy as much as I can, peeps. It's just a bit of a workaround I use. And I got some more Greek yogurt, some more eggs, some green beans. I did buy some sugar-free sweets, but you don't have to have that on the shopping list. I'll get my receipt, hold on. Bear with. My receipt didn't print out, so I asked the lady and she kindly printed it out for me. So I'd say this is, we're up to 55 on the shopping list, weren't we? I got some salmon portions, they were $6.99. Just going through, yeah. So the eggs, eggs were $2.45. I got 12 of them. So that's what, 7, 8, 9, 9.50. I got some more mushrooms, 1.29. So 10.50, 10.80. Excuse me, guys. Some green beans, 69p. So 10.80, 11.49, 11.50. Sardines for CC, we're not counting them. 11.50, and some more yogurt, which is 1.89, so 12.50, 13.50, 13.40. So another 13.40, so 55. So say another 14, so 55, 65, £69 so far. Obviously I'm going to do the salmon, but that belly pork wasn't even on the shopping list, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll add that onto the addition, and at the end of the month I'll come and say all the meals I had, and I'll probably have loads left in the cupboard as well. So it's nothing serious to do. It's just a generalisation on to see if you can eat well and shop well and not spend loads of money. So I estimate that, say for someone like me, maybe £25 a week on my shopping. So if I can do less than that, then it's good, isn't it? So that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, it's not a hard and fast rule. It's just a bit of fun and to show you that, you know, what I'm buying. So anyone that's coming along with me and give you some ideas. But I'm not holding myself to ransom, you know, for anything. I'm not committing. I'm doing my best, and my best is always good enough. So come along with me and just enjoy the ride, and let's have a little bit of fun, eh? So thirsty today. It has been warm though, hasn't it? So I'm just washing up, doing a bit of dishes. What else have I got to tell you? Oh, Dave downstairs made me a gate for the just put that there, for in the hall for CC, because when the postman comes, she goes up to the door and goes, I got a clicker today to try her on a walk, because she just stops and won't move. She's Frenchy, and she's so new, as I say, Mum, you've got a Frenchy, you know. So I took her out on a walk, and the clicker worked actually. I had to walk away from her and click it loads of times, but it did work, yeah. And not every time I gave her a treat either, so that was good. So yeah, Dave made me like a little gate, Dave downstairs, because I had a cardboard box blocking sort of the entry in the hall, so that she couldn't get up to the door, you know, for the postman, 'cause she gets the letters and she wants to eat them. She's a bit, she just goes a bit crazy for like letters, anything paper, anything plastic. She just wants to eat it. So I'm trying to get her out of that habit. I got a parcel before delivered. It was some clothes from Vinted for baby Thomas. Lovely they were, and that was in plastic. So I did the clicker, and she was really good on it, you know. So if you've got a reactive dog, get one of them clickers. They're on eBay. I got two because I got one for Abigail for her dogs, and I think it was $4.49. So it's not bad, is it? So I've got it here. Hold on, I'll show you. It's in my pockets with some treats. So look. See, she's coming in now. That's good, isn't it? So yeah, I'll keep going with that. I'm optimistic about that, and it'll help Abigail. Abigail's got an XL bully, so we all know about XX bullies. You might agree with them, you might not. I'm not telling you so you can have opinions, please. She's a beautiful dog, and you know, having to wear a muzzle, she's become a little bit reactive, should we say. She's a big girl and Abigail's tiny, so Abigail's scared when she's in the garden, if she's barking, that, you know, she'll upset the neighbours. I'm sure she won't. She had a bad experience with the neighbours who moved out, so she's a bit nervous about it. So we've got a clicker to try and do it with Kale. Kale's dead friendly. Abigail's got 3 dogs. You know, CC's one of Abigail's dog's pups, and CC's dad, my niece has got, my great niece has got, and she's got 2. So we are a dog family. However, sadly, the XL bullies have got the ban on them, haven't they? So she can't go out for a walk without a muzzle. She just wants to play. She's a big softie, and she can't understand why she's got a muzzle on. And there's nothing we can do about that. We can't change it, because if we take her out without a muzzle, they might come and take her away. So there's always that fear from Abby, who's my baby girl, that they're going to knock on the door and take Callie away. And that's a lot of stress, isn't it, for a young girl? She's only 29. But that's the way it's got to be, you know. What can we do? What can we do? So we're trying the clicker. That's what we're trying, the clicker, for when she barks. I'll say she's a big softie, but I don't know. Anyway, I've rambled on, but it's a valid point. I think, you know, it's a situation that has changed Abby's life. She can't walk the 3 of the dogs out anymore. Callie has to go separate. You know, so, and Callie's changed. She's still softy, but she doesn't understand. She's a dog. Why would she understand that she can't go out with her other mates? So it's hard, and you know, she can't play. She can play in the house. Our CC goes and they have a good play, but she can't play like she used to. She can't run in the fields or anything like that. She's only 2. Well, is she 2? You know me and dates, but yeah, she is an XL bully, a band breed, and she's beautiful, but that's just the way it's got to be, isn't it? That's what the law is now. So we've got a clicker to see if she'll sort of not be as reactive when the postman comes and stuff like that, and the other dogs. But dogs bark, don't they? But it's because she's a bully that Abigail panics. Little jelly bag, sorry. Because she's scared that the wardens are going to come and take her away, which is sad. Anyway, I digress. I don't normally washing up. Yeah, so I'm going to get me tea, put it under the grill. I'll get the gate that Dave made for me. It's dead clever, absolutely, he's just so clever. He did a big board for me that I've got here now on my side that I do me cooking on so you can get a better view. He's dead good, dead handy. Great friend he is. But yeah, so I'll be back soon. So this is what he made me. Oh, it's good, isn't it? See, it's got the feet on. And it just goes across. So goes across like that, goes in the hole to stop her jumping up at the door. And hopefully with the clicker she might stop doing that, but she might not, so we shall see. So all I'm going to do is put me cooker in. What's it called? The flint. And I'm going to get me chicken. I don't use tin foil because the fat doesn't drip off if you use tin foil, but if you want to, feel free. So I'll just get that like that. I hope there's 2 pieces in here. I'll be gutted if there isn't. Yeah, there is. So it's got quite a bit of meat on them, see? And then that one. Smell lovely. As I say, I haven't marinated these. I bought them the other week. Sometimes I do stuff and I don't marinate them, you know. But so all I'll do with them is switch the grill on, not the oven, on high, and I'll just brown them off. Is that recording? Yeah. Just brown them off on the top of the grill because the oven's going to do most of the cooking on them, not the grill. So. And then I've got my green beans, and I do these in the microwave. Now, if you wanted to do them in a steamer, I haven't got a steamer. I've got my green beans, and I've got my kale. That's quite a bit of this. As you know, I'm trying to build my nutrients back up. I've had me chia and my flax seeds, which are good for your gut and my yogurts. So, they need a wash. I don't know whether these need a wash. Keep in the fridge, wash before use. So all I'll do is wash them under the sink, under the tap, and put these in a little bowl. But I'll chop them first. I'll top and tail them first. Get a good amount. Don't want to be stingy. You need your veggies in your life. And I'm not precious about topping and tailing them either. So I'll just push them up like that. Some are bigger than others. And then I'll just cut them off. Cut the tails off. Sometimes I don't even do that. But alright. Depends how I'm feeling. And then I'll turn them round. Push, push, push. A few might stay on, a few of the little tails. That's okay. And then I'll just chop them off like that. And then I'll just have a little check. And then you can always get your trusty scissors and chop. Any stray ones, you know, chop them off. As I say, I'm not too precious about leaving them on. So they're them. So they'll go in there and have a wash. And then my kale, do the same with that, but with my scissors. I want this quite small. This is beautiful. This absolutely stunning to eat. This might pop off. So just have to be mindful. But about that size. Some people cut the middle bit out, you know, I'll show you in a minute. But I don't, because it's all good for you. That's the heart of it, so I'm not cutting any nutrients out, I'm keeping them all in. And it makes it more chewy, so you're chewing longer, so it's nicer. That's the way I look at it. So this bit, some people cut that bit out, but I don't. You can if you want. So all I'll do with that is stick that in there, like so. And then I'll wash it. You can smell it, it smells divine. That's absolutely delicious. I'll just wash it. And then what I'll do is, once it's washed, tiny bit of water in the bottom. Where's my lid? And either put the lid full on or just leave it a little bit off. And do that for 3 minutes. Even 2. Do 2 and check. Might take 3, might take 2. And what I'll do with these now is, because the bag's open, I'll take them out, because they'll sweat in there and they'll go off quicker. So take them out and I'll put them in an airtight container, and then they keep longer then. That's better. So that's about it for now. That's under there. Do they have anything else to tell you? I just leave the cabbage in the fridge like that, you know, in the bottom bit, you know, your salad drawer. Oh yeah, I was going to show you what I have for my treats. I haven't got any of me raw bars. Some more of them coming. They are protein bars. But I have these. I'll show you. They're a bit pricey. They're sugar free from Aldi. So if I'm fancying something, I'll have them. Yeah, it's the 80-20 rule, yeah. They've not got the best ingredients in, but I'm not eating them all the time. I am eating them as a treat, so. And then, here with me. Oh, I have. Now these are quite expensive. I normally get off TikTok from Muscle Foods. They do bars and they have offers on TikTok and they work out about £1 each. These are quite dear. These have gone up to £3.19, 3. But as I've not been able to order anything, I got them because I want a little treaty tonight. And I'll have a bag of crisps as well. So I'll have some of these from Aldi. Any crisps. Sometimes I might get the low fat ones, but I fancy cheese and onion today and I wanted proper cheese and onion, so that's what I got. So that's about it for now, guys. So I'll be back on in a bit to show you the end result. Alright? Right, so we're good to go. I've done them for 3 minutes. I put the lid full on and made a faux pas. I'd leave it a little bit off. Well, I wouldn't say it was a faux pas, but it was a bit tricky getting it off, so just be mindful you don't burn yourself. So I've got a tea towel and then I'll just put that down there like that. And then just drain the water off. Just saves you burning yourself, but use a tea towel, be careful. And then what I'll do is I want a bit of salt with these. So I'll get my salt. And then I'll, come on Janine. I'll put my salt on. It's nice with a bit of salt on. I'm allowed a bit of salt. Put my salt on. And then what I'll do is I'll put that on. Give it a shake, and it just disperses the salt. It just spreads it all over. Put a bit of spices on if you want, but that's that. So here's my belly pork. I did it on gas mark 6 for 25 minutes. I asked Alexa what gas mark 200 was and she said it was 6. I thought it was 4. So here's my belly pork. I'd have a sharp knife. So that's my 2 pieces of belly pork. I'm going to get my grill pan and put it in soak because it's going to have some bits on it. So I'll just put that in soak. So that's soaking. Then that'll be ready to wash off properly. Make sure everything's switched off. And then it's Friday and I forgot. So you know I am on a Friday. So I've got this one, this mocktail today. This is from Aldi. I think it's 59p. Strawberry daiquiri mocktail. I've had this before. It's quite delicious. So I'm going to have one of these and then have a little cheese with me. I do like a little one of these on a Friday night. Just, you know, it's just nice, isn't it? Looks, and I like a wine glass. Still like to feel like it's a big girl's drink. You know what I mean? So that's like, they're nice if you're off the pop. You know, if you're not drinking or you're trying to cut down or something. Not that I'm saying anyone should. I think Cece's there. There she is, because there's food. Then you could have a little go with that. So, there's me doodah. Put that in. I use hands. So these green beans on 3 minutes. Still a bit al dente. That's how I like them. So cheese. It is dead nice that. I'll put that on there. I'm going to do a little taste test. Falling off my chair, peeps. That will do. So. And if you find you need a little bit more salt, just put a bit more salt on. It allows a bit of salt. So. It's still got the chewiness. So some people like the vegetables softer, but I like mine al dente. My mum, God rest her soul, she used to cook them out, and you know, all the goodness would be in the bottom of the pan with the water. But that was their generation, and that's the way it went, and that's fine. I still love the Sunday dinners. When Abigail makes roast potatoes, she makes them like my mum used to make them. And my mum, her house smells like my mum's. And then last week when we were, what was I making? And they were helping me make the bread. She said, how the house smells like grandma's mum. But that was lovely. So I'm going to have a taste there.
And it's that change in mindset that facilitators say will break the cycle.
And they're just nice and soft. So doing it under the grill. So they're quite brown under the grill, look. Got a little colour on them. And then putting them in the oven on the gas mark 6. Is it in the middle of the oven? I can have a nosy. Second from the top. For 25 minutes. Just perfect. So, that's a nice tea, I think. A simple tea. But a very, very nice tea. Yeah, people say it's a fatty cut of meat, but not a lot of meat. You could just eat the meat if you wanted to, because you do get a lot of meat on it, but you do get some fat. And that's what makes it so nice and tender, because it's the belly, do you know what I mean? It's belly, isn't it? Belly pork. So I think it's a good payoff. You know, I haven't got any potatoes with it or anything like that. It's got me greens. You could have potatoes if you wanted to. But I think that's a nice satisfying tea and something that I'll eat and I'll enjoy and I'll feel satiated from it. So it's worth having that with a bit of fat, I think, in my opinion. So, Cece wants to say hello, but it's only because I've got tuck, I've got food. Come here. There she is. She's only interested in the tuck, aren't you? Just interested in what mummy's got, haven't you? For TTT. So, she can't have any of that because it's got spices on it. But she'll have something after. A nice treaty, won't you? You'll have something. Alright then, guys. Well, I'm going to go and enjoy my tea. As always, take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and love yourself. And happy Friday. Bye bye. Bye bye.